So let's assume we want to recreate what we did with the amazing website for the animals previously in Dreamweaver with all those lovely images and everything. Now, for that to work, we actually need two different masters. We need this one, which is basically our home page, and we need the B master, which is going to be the internal pages. What we then do is we decide what's getting used on which one of these. So I have to rename this one from about to penguins and gorillas. No, what did we have? What else did we have? It wasn't gorillas, it was elephants. So it's an elephant, and then did we have a tiger? I think we had a tiger. And so basically, once we have these pages, then we can say, look, you're using B, you're using B, and you're using B. And these are going to be using B. Whereas A is going to have those three circles around it. So A is very different to B. As long as we're clear on that, we should be good. In terms of where do we get the images from it, well, we're going to cheat. We're going to go back into the finished version here. And what do we need? We need the little... So we need these guys. These are going to be our buttons. And what we'll do is we'll go inside of B. We'll drag them in. Yep, thanks. Let's skip the tour of how I'm going to do that. Yep. Okay. And so just like in design, you can place them. Put them where we want them to be. Right. And so that gets saved inside of my B master. When I get out of that, I can see them up in the top. And I can also see them all on these ones. Which means I can then go into my home page. And in my home page, I can grab these big ones. Drag them in. And just place them where I want them. I forget the order we had them. This doesn't look right, but that's okay. It's not really okay. My OCD has kicked in. And so when we do that, we basically have the home page without those little images in the top. The problem would be, obviously, I'm going to point it out, if I had the B master here, that's what would happen. We'd have two of these buttons, which we don't want. We don't want the little ones and the big ones. So what we do is we use a blank master for the home page so that it can have whatever it wants. And then what we do on the B master is we just specify those little links there. And generally anything else that we want to do that's specific to the internal pages in this case. Now you can have more, obviously, so if you have like a shop page or a blog page or whatever it is, or a portfolio page, you'll have more of these and you can name them specifically what you want them to be. But I'm just working on trying to recreate the Amazing Animals site. So what we're looking at here is just kind of the beginnings of that, and using these master pages to give you that structure and those relationships between these pages. So again, remember, when you save this, the little asterisk goes away, but this still doesn't make any HTML. You will still have to go and export as HTML when you're ready, and that'll give you all those HTML files to play around with. That's it for today. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow and we'll keep playing with Muse and seeing if we can make it do what we need it to. Cheers.